Name is Bobby Yan, Bobbyan. The film is Loreen's Got a Boogie. I am the director of the film.
Wonderful. Good work. You win already that. All right. So, Bobby, first off, thank you so much for coming to the Black Film Festival of New Orleans. The project that you've brought here, Loreen's Got a Boogie. Why does Loreen have to boogie?
Okay, so Loreen's Got a Boogie is a 70s period piece. The writer and brainchild is actually the co-star of the film. Her name is Chantal Maurice. She is a wonderful actress and writer from New York City. Now lives in Atlanta, by the way. So she wrote this film. It's a 70s piece about a young Filipina woman who wants to dance on Soul Train. And it's about her struggles with family life and social issues trying to get on the show, believing in herself. So it's a very nice slice of life slash what's the word? Underdog story. It's cute. So.
All right. So this is an underdog story right here, right? So what is it about this script? What is it about this specific underdog story that drew you in? That was like, I have to make this my next project.
Well, when Chantal asked me to come on board, she just kind of pitched me like, "Hey, it has a Asian American Filipino lead. It has Soul Train. It has diversity, and all those are like key things that immediately went, okay, I'm in. Like I couldn't say no to that. So I'm very big on diversity. I'm very big on unifying cultures together." And I think that, my role as a filmmaker is also just to be an ally for the world, to say, here's an Asian American who is an ally to causes. And one of the causes I really truly believe in is just making sure that we as human beings understand and know each other and accept us for who we are. So I think it's when I read the story, I was like, okay, this thing kind of hits on those notes in a very lighthearted way. And it's 70s, but it's still timely. And it's also an homage, just so you know, to the original Asian American Soul Train dancer. Her name was Cheryl Song. It's just a spiritual homage to her, because this film has nothing to do with her own life. She was a Chinese American, I believe. But we kind of styled our lead actress Joanne with the long hair as well, and she does the flips and all that stuff. And she kind of studied her dance moves. So it's a spiritual homage to her.
To get to create a piece that's set in a period such as the 70s, though, from a directing standpoint, what were the sort of elements that you needed to make sure were accurate, and did those at all end up becoming a little complicated?
It's certainly very complicated to do a 70s piece. We were limited completely by budget. The film is set in LA, but we shot in New York. So with that in mind, we kind of had to just stay focused on interiors. But yeah, when you're doing a 70s piece, there's so much to look upon. We got to look at cars. We got to look at furniture, production design, wardrobe, everything, lingo, everything. And then luckily there are no cars in my film. And we focused on very tight locations. We shot at a 50s influenced diner in New York City, in Harlem, called Harlem Shake, which looks like a 50s diner.
Sick.
So that worked. And then we found locations, and we shot at I think it's called Shrine. We shot at a club that has a 70s feel naturally.
Oh, come on, you lucked up with that.
Well, that's thanks to Chantal. She hooked all that up, and that was already given to me, so all I had to do was just bring it to life. Yeah. So, and the crew, and the small crew, and the cast was wonderful. We had an amazing cast whom are all successful in their own right. They're all booking really big roles now. So I'm looking at all these cast members that you'll see in the film that are doing extremely well. Wow. You're going to see them on shows.
This is amazing.
Yeah, so one of our background dancers is in the Wu-Tang Saga show.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
that's so neat that their credits are stacking up.
Their credits are stacking. Chantal was on Queen Sugar with a featured role. They're all getting, our one of our actresses, Aurelia, she was on the Donna Summer, at the same time, the Broadway musical Donna Summer. Yeah. So they're all doing stuff. We got great people
This is
the
a
film.
Testament also to the fact that you guys just cast very well. You had a good
This
eye
was
for
cast
talent.
well. Yeah. So yes, I think the casting director, her name is Erica Hart. She worked with Chantal, and they did a great job casting this film.
So actually, let's stop on that for a little bit and talk about the importance of casting, the importance of good casting.
Casting is central to a project, as I have come to experience and appreciate. You can have the best script in the world, you can have the best director in the world, but without a good cast to bring it to life, you're at the mercy of those actors. So that is central. So you really have to find people that can embody that role naturally, and you don't want to work so hard that you're, because the more takes you do, the longer it takes. With these budgets, we don't have time for that. So you have to get someone that really knows what they're doing. And in my experience with TV direction right now, most of these actors on these shows, they are on it. They know their characters well, and they are on it. So I was really lucky with this particular short film where these actors were on it as well.
That's stellar, because when it comes to casting as well too, I think sometimes it can be tricky and easy to fall into a mindset that, the bigger the name, the better the actor is going to be for this specific role. But so often, it doesn't matter how big the name is if that person is not the right person for that part.
This is what I feel about things.
Yeah.
You could be an unknown actor, and if you're a really, really good, you will rise to the top. You just have to believe in that. If you're a really good actor, actress, believe in yourself, but do the work.
Do that work.
Do the work. If you're going to get a role, become that character and do what it takes to practice and know and rehearse and know how to be that role. Yeah. And you will eventually get noticed.
Great.
Because if I see an actor or actress that's good, that's all that matters to me.
Sure. You're going to look that person up and you're like, okay, yeah, let's.
But then I truly believe you really are good, you will get booked. Yeah. But you have to believe, but you have to do the work as well.
Yeah. I think that formula seems tried and true, right? So, okay, but on your set, especially during the dance scenes, I imagine that the vibe had to be just full of joy. Is that true, or was there also a little bit of...
No,
great.
We had joy on the set.
Wonderful.
We really had joy. We had a great... First of all, we had professional dancers. Most of the dancers that were dancing in the scenes are professional dancers. So that was natural. Even our background extras they were all in. In fact, one of our background dancers, I can't remember his name right now, but if he's here, he is respected. He was a dancer on Soul Train.
Oh, legit?
Yeah, he had danced on Soul Train.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
He's featured in there in the scene as well. You'll see him.
Wow. Yeah, this to me, it seems like the kind of film where even after you yelled cut, they're probably some people were still probably in the midst of the groove.
They did. They did. We have shots where they just kept on going. They were just grooving. Yeah. They were having fun.
Some good outtakes.
Yeah,
so then in that case, I want to close out with this. As a director, as someone who you take your craft very seriously, and you look for collaborators that will also rise to the occasion with their thing. What's one tip that you can share with current filmmakers out there, potential future filmmakers? One pro tip that you think might help to guide them as they journey along their career?
That's a good question.
Take your time.
Well, I think as a filmmaker, learn how to tell a good story. Okay. If you are a director, you don't necessarily have to be a writer. I am a writer-director, but I'm really a director first. Okay. But study the craft of writing, understand good writing, and if you have a good idea, get with a writer to write it. If you don't know how to write, it's okay. If you have a good story, write the idea down. Content is king in this world today, and it's the most important thing that today that's the key to the goal. Is finding people are looking for content. They're looking for ideas. And if you have a good idea, don't let some people don't even know how to write good grammar, and I understand that. Our school system is not the best, but you know what? Don't let that stop you. Study, either learn how to write or get a writer. Mm-hmm. Find people to work with and get that story written. Get a screenwriting book and learn how to do formatting, there's a book called Save the Cat. It's a very simple book by Blake Snyder that saved my life. I love that book. I'm going to tell people, if you want to learn how to write a movie or even a TV show, that is a very simple outlined book to tell you the basics to get you off the ground with an idea. But most important, just remember, as a filmmaker, the content is king. The script is everything. The idea, a TV show, a movie, it is the script that is the most important. So get that right. And learn why TV shows are successful. Study them. Study the endings, particularly the journey of the main character, and understand why is that successful, why are audiences paying attention. If you study that, it'll help you understand how to write your own or create your own, and let that be successful.
That's a beautiful tip. I think it has a lot to do with reverse engineering, looking at something that's already successful, and then figure out what were the steps that were taken to get there.
Correct.
And then what's your version of that?
Correct.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Bobby, for
Thank you, Albert.
being so insightful and sharing with us. Really do appreciate
Appreciate it.
you. Yes. And thank you for tuning on in. We've got even more coming up here at BFFNO TV. Keep it locked.